Welcome back, everybody, to another edition of Lunkers and Bucks. Glad to see you. I hope everything is well. If this is your first time to Lunkers and Bucks, please hit that like and subscribe button down below. The channel is pretty much about hunting and fishing, one of my favorite things in life to do. Second favorite thing in life to do is preparing to hunt and fish. And that's what this video today is about. One of my favorite topics is scent control. While I've shot plenty of deer doing everything I shouldn't be doing, I find that usually when I'm more serious about hunting, I'm going to see more deer, more bear, get more clean shots on big animals, which is what I'm looking for. So typically, I'm not going to buy one of those $400 camo suits with charcoal and all that other crazy stuff in it to stop the smell. I'm using basically Walmart camo for the most part, or military surplus camo that needs a little bit of help to keep my scent down. And even the $400 suits, if you're not doing what you should, it becomes a little bit of a moot point, because there are areas that people are forgetting about. So today we're going to talk about some of the things a lot of people probably don't consider when they're talking about scent control. Now, ultimately, the best way to control your scent is know where the wind is going, know where your animals are coming from, and make sure you're in a situation that there's no way they can smell you, because no matter what you do, people stink. Right? So ultimately, have the wind where you need it to be so they don't even get a whiff of you. But ultimately, if on a serious, when I'm really serious about hunting, when I'm getting out there, spending some time making sure I'm going to get something I want to get, I do everything possible to put myself in the best position, and part of that is controlling what I smell. And deer and bear can smell you from a mile away. Just know it, and do everything you can. So one of the things I do is I like to use laundry detergent when I'm washing my clothes, and my family, we actually use this all year round. It's all free and clear odor eliminator for washing. Cheap stuff, cheaper than the normal stuff that says for hunters, right? Now this isn't generic, but you can find other generic products out there like it, but still very inexpensive. And my family, we use it all the time because it's good for sensitive skin. Sometimes we get allergic reactions to stuff, just the way we are, but it's also great for eliminating odors. Now if you're using fabric softener, Snuggles fabric softener, something like that, do a few loads with this before you actually wash your hunting clothes, and that way it'll clean out some of the residual smell that's in the washing machine. But great product, inexpensive, and I use it all year round. But again, if you're using some other stuff because you just like smelly stuff during the regular work week, do a couple loads before this, and then you're good to go. Now again, if you're using dryer sheets, and you're using something like a Gain fabric sheet or something like that, smells really good, but it alerts everything out there to your presence, because if we can smell it, they can smell it. Deer, bear, stuff like that. What I also use is the all dryer sheets. Does the same thing as regular dryer sheets, but it has no odor to it. Now the other thing you can do, if you don't want to go through all the rigmarole with the dryers, after you've washed it with the all, just hang it up outside, let it air dry. And then usually what I'll do is I'll put some type of tarp over it that doesn't have a smell as well. Squirrels are attacking me even at home. Jesus, that's the fattest squirrel I've ever seen. Anywho, yeah, so it doesn't fade from the sun, doesn't get rained on a whole bunch. And I hang it up to make it harder for mice or whatever to spend some time in it. So, but that way it dries without the smell, because again, if you're using dryer sheets in your dryer, there's an odor in there and it sticks. So, all free and clear. The other thing I like to use when I'm out there, we all hopefully all like to take showers and stay relatively clean. I'm using Dove. For sensitive skin, there's no smell, no odor to this as well. So I'll use it to clean, wash my hair with it. There's even scent-free shampoo, but that does the trick for me. I'm not getting too crazy with it. Use this all year round, but it's good stuff. Again, no scent to it. Your body's what stinks the most. this helps to reduce that. And again, when you're using soap that has a lot of scent to it, it's meant to be for humans to be able to smell it. If we can smell it, it's a freaking strobe light, trash can smelling for a deer. So use stuff that can reduce your scent overall. Now, in addition, we're talking about smelly. How about our breath? Exactly. So we're using something minty, something fresh. We like to keep our breath smelling good, right? Well, that's a problem because deer, bear can smell it. And even stinky breath. If you don't brush your teeth, you can smell that too. So what I'm using a lot of times, if you got to buy something from the store, Deep Clean, Arm & Hammer. I'm a big Arm & Hammer guy. My wife will also, when she's in the mood, make a hydroperoxide baking soda mix. Just put your toothbrush in that. Knocks out all odors whatsoever, whether it's freshly mint or dirty. You know, the hydrogen peroxide baking soda mix is perfect. But again, I like that Paradoxic Clean. Supposed to be good for whitening too. Go figure. The other thing, you know, I like is the Ultra Max from Arm & Hammer. Basically, no scent. Now, it's also an antiperspirant, meaning it stops you from perspiring, or at least reduces it. The sweat is also part of the problem. So you want to try, this reduces the amount of your sweat and reduces your odor altogether. It's awesome. Again, if you're putting on Old Spice, great deodorant, but my wife hates it and she can smell it from across the room. If she can, the deer can. So remember that. Go as low fragrance as you can. Now, in addition to that, once you've loaded, you know, dried all your stuff, done all your cleaning, I make sure I put all my hunting clothes, the exterior hunting clothes for sure, in a scent-free bag, scent-free plastic container. Because if you leave it in the house, even though you've cleaned it, it's going to absorb the house odors. And we all have an odor. We've all gone into someone's house or been in someone's car where we're like, ooh, not sure what that smell is. We all have it, some worse than others. So put it in scent-free. I leave it outside as long as I can. And a little tip that some people forget is put your boots that you plan on wearing into the woods in the container as well. Now, obviously, put some, you know, odor eaters in the bottom of that. But what happens a lot of times is we go heading out to the woods, stop off at 7-Eleven to get our coffee and donuts and fill up on gas. And, well, we're wearing the boots that we're going to wear in the woods at the 7-Eleven. And what we're doing, putting gas all on the bottom of our boots. So I have one pair of shoes that I wear to go to the woods, and then I have my scent-free boots that I wear into the woods. Now, once I've got all that on, backpack, gun, all that crazy stuff, I break out the Febreze odor eliminator. You know, again, there's some Febreze with odor, you know, that makes it smell pretty, but this is the odor eliminator is awesome. And sometimes I'll leave my tree stand out there with my fabric seat. And part of the problem is while I'm sitting in that all day, that seat is absorbing my smell. It's still in the woods, but it's absorbing my smell and is alerting other animals to it. I've had bears come in and shred my seat thinking it was food, but they had to smell it, right? If it smelled like a tree, it's not going to be chewing it up. So it could smell me, smell something different. And that's when I'm not using this all the time. I get lazy. So this is fantastic. You can put it in smaller bottles if you don't want to take the whole thing out to the tree. But again, the Febreze fabric softener, pretty cheap. I'm sure you can find something generic, but that's cheaper than, again, some of the other stuff that I'm finding out there. So that's pretty much what I use for when I'm trying to control my scent. Again, remember, be high up in a tree or just control where the wind is coming from and where you think the animals are coming from, and that's your best bet. Plan B, and at the very least, you don't stink, right? So, but again, this is what I use. If you have any other tips and tricks, other people are watching, so please put that down in the comments below. You know, I love hunting and fishing, but, you know, for sure, not an expert, don't know 100% of it. I'm sure some of you guys have some other things you like to do. Share it with us. That's the object, is one, to have fun hunting and fishing, try to entertain you, give you some tips, but also to communicate with each other, ways to hunt better, more efficiently. basically getting outside and enjoying life. Again, sometimes preparing, sometimes just hiking, scouting, for the hunt is as much fun as the hunt itself. And again, here I am making videos talking about hunting with people that are like-minded. Love it. So again, thank you for watching Lunkers and Bucks. Please hit that like and share button, subscribe button down below. Look forward to seeing you out there.